Hey guys, Tom and me, Andre, are back once again, this time discussing our playtime with PlayStation All-Stars.
Sonic All-Stars?
No, PlayStation All-Stars. From... Oh wait, no, is it called PlayStation All-Stars?
No, I just confused you.
Oh, you suck, Tom. Alright, I'm not redoing this, but this is staying in. We're gonna keep going. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale from the show floor. I had a chance to play through it. I think I just played through it once. So I got to play through three rounds. I play as 3 different characters. I think I play as Paul Rappa the Rapper, the Big Daddy, and then Nathan Drake, I think. And then who did you play as, Tom?
Paul Rappa the Rapper, because I just would love to play another Paul Rappa game. I played as Sly Cooper, and maybe Kratos once.
Okay. Yeah, so as you may have heard or seen, as I'm sure you have heard or seen, the game looks very similar to Smash Brothers, and it kind of plays similarly too in some ways. In its general, like, I'd say platforming-esque feel and like floatiness.
More than 2 characters at once.
More than 2 characters at once, exactly. You know, interactive arenas. The biggest difference, though, and it's a big one, is how you actually kill people. And that is when you attack someone, you actually don't deal any damage itself. Instead, every time you hit someone, it actually fills up your special meter. I forget what they call it. Your special meter.
AP?
Yeah, like AP. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called like AP. I forget what it stands for.
Attack power. I don't know.
Something like that.
And so when you build it up, there's 3 different levels to it, and each time you build it up, you either get like a level 1 special, level 2 special, or level 3 special. So it's a risk versus reward type thing. It's like do you want to keep saving it up to build up a more powerful special, or do you want to use it sooner? And so those specials are the only way you can get kills in the game. And that was kind of weird, I thought. What did you think of that play mechanic?
I was kind of taken aback by it. Like, what's the point of attacking people while it's building a special meter? But then these guys are going around, they can just kill someone like that and earn... It's a different style of gameplay where things that used to mean something before mean nothing in this game.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, actually. I think it's going to require a lot more time for me to come to grips with it and fully understand it. But yeah, as is, like it's a little bit confusing. For one, it was hard to tell. At least I found it hard to tell at first when people were using a special move. So I'm like, is this a move I should avoid, or is it like a normal attack? You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, and just even learning your own specials, is definitely going to be a learning curve as well. Which, as I can't hold that against a game. I mean, every fighting game's a learning curve. I'm just not sure if that's going to hold up, in the long term, because it did feel a little bit repetitive in that you're going to see the same moves over and over and over, and that's the only way to score kills.
Yeah, and they were concerned about like 100-day plus play, but
right.
We won't find out till the game's actually out.
Right, because like I still play Smash Bros. Brawl to this day, like 5 years after it came out, I think, 4 or 5 years after it came out, and I'm not sure if All-Stars will be able to do that. On the upside, though, the character roster seems pretty good so far, I thought.
It's diverse.
They've only shown maybe 9 characters around there, 9, 10 characters.
8, I believe.
8 characters. It is diverse. We finally saw our first, I think we saw our first third-party character now, in the form of Big Daddy. And he's cool. He's really slow. I sucked with him, without question. But his specials seem pretty powerful. And who's your favorite character to play as, Tom?
I like Sly Cooper because instead of blocking, he turns invisible.
Right.
You can sneak up on people.
He seemed like a really unique character, like something along the lines of the Ice Climbers or something from Smash Brothers. Like a character that really feels distinct, right, from the others.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's cool. I'm hoping they'll have more of those type of characters. But I think the more they can, create a special type of gameplay scenarios, I think the better it'll end up. Now, something else that's interesting is getting back to the specials is we interviewed someone from the team, and they've always been saying there's different modes to the game, and a lot of people theorized that maybe there's more ways to kill people. There's different modes in the game. Maybe there's other modes where you kill people like in ways more similar to Smash Brothers, and we found that that's not the case. We don't know what the other modes are, but it seems like every mode is going to revolve around using specials to kill people. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that holds up in the long term.
Yeah. One other thing is that they don't actually show you how many points you have during the game, so you think you have hope until the end unless you're really good at keeping track of everything.
That's true, yeah, it kind of keeps you on the edge of whether, like, you know, am I winning, am I losing? Even in the games we played, I really had no idea which way I was going to go sometimes, so...
Yeah, and another similarity to Smash Brothers is that it starts, I believe it shows who didn't win all the way up to the winner until the end. Did Smash Brothers do that? Like, it shows 4th place, then it shows 3rd place close up, 2nd place and 1st place?
I'm not sure if it does that, actually.
Oh well. That's a good way to like keep the surprise until the very end, though.
Right, although I suppose the surprise goes away once you get to 2nd place.
Yeah, it does. Just like my Nintendo Land top 5.
That's true. Speaking of which, actually no, I'm not done yet. So do you have any last thoughts on All-Stars, Sony PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale?
I'd like you guys to let us know in the comments, will you call this game All-Stars or Battle Royale? Because we think it's too long of a name.
Right, we've come to call it All-Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what you guys are to start calling it, because that's what I'm going to start naming my videos, because the name's ridiculous. I'm not going to say that every freaking time I want to talk about this game. Any other last thoughts, Tom, besides the name? Besides a crappy name?
I think Sony Pals, Sony Punch Pals will be a pretty good game when it comes out. Just, it's gonna always be shown in the same light against Brawl.
Yeah, I agree. It's an unfortunate. Well, I don't know if it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Sony. That's a comparison that's always going to be made, because the game just looks so similar. So I think the more they can do to diversify themselves, the better. Of course, conversely, you know, like using their, you know, having the gameplay with the specials, it does diversify it, but then it draws criticism from people like us because it doesn't play like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So, you know,
they can't win.
Yeah, so yeah, you really can't win, you know. So I do want to play more. It did interest me. I'm skeptical, but you know, it's not by any stretch a bad game from when I played. I just want to see how well it's going to hold up in the long term, and you know, and we'll find out by playing more of it, because we definitely will, I'm sure. So
it'll be extremely sad if they can't get Crash Bandicoot in there somehow.
Right, I totally agree. It better have Crash Bandicoot, and it better have a good online. I'm sure it will, unlike Smash Brothers. So
yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our other video discussions from other games that we played at the E3 2012 show floor.
See you guys.